Hey Sean, any thoughts on the new movie Citizen Vigilante? I don't know what that is. What is that? But no, I don't have any thoughts. Citizen Vigilante. the Yule Bowl movie. Oh man. Hey, what's up, Brian? How you doing? Yeah, I told Dark, aka Joel, I'm killing some time. I got some stuff to do at like 8:39, but I know it's last minute. I was like, if nobody comes in, I'll give it like 20, 30 minutes. I know I didn't give a heads up or anything, but and I'm roasting. My apartment, the AC has not been able to work, so I am just dying right now. So I needed something to stay sane. All right, Citizen Vigilante. It's only 4:26 here in Orange County. Yeah, it's 7:26. I'm Eastern time, and it is hot. A man takes justice into his own hands, hunting down criminals. His vigilante crusade makes him a social media star. Got a 6.3 out of 10. Army Hammer? Didn't they accuse that guy of being a cannibal? What the fuck? Yule Bowl movie with Army Hammer? I'm kind of like intrigued. Is this like out in theaters or something? I mean, this is insane. The rating curve is either all ones or all tens. So this tells me this is probably political. I want to see it. Yeah. I mean, this has got to be. Every review's a 1 or a 10. They're either saying it's like great or it's a joke. Like, yeah, is this like a meme movie? If it's on streaming, maybe I'll give it maybe just for like the joke, I'll review it or something. It's got a 6.3 on IMDb. It's got an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. A friend told you it was pretty good. Yeah. I'm always down. I'm always down the clown if the movie sounds appealing. I was saying before you got in here, Brian, I'm just in a lull with like going to the movies. There's been nothing in the past 2 weeks at all. Maybe even 3 weeks. Like let me look at my channel. So I did Caroline June 5th. That's so stupid to me, man, that countries ban shit. Like that's nah. I am not a fan of censoring media, whether or not I like it or not. That is so juvenile to me. Um so I did Caroline June 5th, and I really liked that. And then I made a video for fun, and then yeah, I haven't seen a movie I like wanted to see in over a month. Yeah. The only thing I will say, Christopher, is in my brief time, both on YouTube and not, I feel like a lot of the audience compared to the critics kind of like preconceives what they want to like anyways. So like it sounds like that's going to be a political movie one way or the other. Like it sounds like a guy is just going to go around killing people, hence the name of the movie. So I feel like if people like the point of the politics, they're probably going to like it no matter what. But it's a Yule Bowl movie. Yule Bowl, as I say it. And that guy has made some of the worst movies I've ever seen. What did this guy make? He made this guy has like numerous movies that are rated like a 2 on IMDb. I don't think I've ever seen him. He made the House of the Dead movie. That movie was so bad. That was Leviticus. I've been Yeah. So the thing is, I said a little bit before you got in here. And I said in the comments, I've been extremely busy with work. Like, I've been working 10-hour days every day for like 2 months. And so I've had like less time during the summer and energy to just immediately get off work and go run to the theater, then possibly review, because that's like legit the entire day. So I kind of wanted to see Leviticus, and then I saw a couple of early reviews that spoiled a little bit of it. And then I kind of missed the window to review it, I think, too. So I think if I did a review on it now, it just would just bomb. It would have like 20 views probably, because that's how YouTube works, unfortunately. So kind of like I'm just kind of been relaxing. It's been so hot here. I kind of don't know what to do when it comes to movie series either. Like I've been thinking, like I did a couple of videos about like ranking movies, and I like doing those, but I don't know. I don't have a clear plan for what I kind of just wanted to do something today. That's why I went live. I have like some time to kill. So I kind of wanted to make more of those lists, but I was also kind of like, I don't know. I finished watching Smothered. I think I started that. Is that a foreign film? Where does the movie start off? They're driving down the road. Smothered. Yeah, I started watching that. I was tired. I watched the first 5 minutes and went to bed. I don't have an opinion either way. I didn't make it far enough. I've been on a heater of terrible movies, by the way. So Shudder and a bunch of other services are just increasing their prices, and not like I really care that much, but it kind of just pisses me off in principle. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna start watching a bunch of stuff on like Paramount Plus, Shudder. So if I want, I can not carry it until they get some new stuff. And man, I've been watching some terrible films. Let me look in my phone and read some of these off. Probably should log them on Letterboxd, to be honest. I watched this month. I watched a movie. I watched the Crazies remake. I liked it. I always liked that. Yeah, Find Your Friends. Yeah, dude, Find Your Friends. Hot ass. Worst movie. So I watched this little indie movie called Sweet Sweet Lonely Girl. It was all right, pretty predictable. I watched a movie called Scare Me. Actually, kind of liked that one. I watched a movie called The Elevator Game. That movie was absolute ass. I mean, that movie was close to as bad as Find Your Friends in its own way. Find Your Friends, stinks. I rewatched Spoonful of Sugar. Really liked that one. Wounded Fawn. I watched a kind of fun movie if you like Disturbia. It's called The Wretched. I enjoyed that one a good bit. It's kind of a weird film though. It's rated R and it's about this witch next door, but it's also just feels like Disturbia. So there's that. So that was better than I thought. Watched a movie called Trespassers. It was the most mundane home invasion movie ever. There's nothing even happens in that regard to like the final 10 minutes. Would not recommend. Supergirl. Watched a terrible movie called Revealer on Shudder. Like that was another one of the worst ones I've I've watched a lot of bad Shudder movies this month. Revealer, that movie was like they filmed it in the dark. Like your eyes are gonna need some time after that movie. Dark Windows was terrible. I watched a movie called Loop Track that was actually pretty good. Very weird movie. This guy's just kind of walking around hiking in the middle of the forest, and there's something else. I'm not going to give away what's the backbone, but it doesn't really even feel like a horror film. You're just watching a bunch of dudes hike. And I actually liked it a lot by the end of the movie. Like what the answers you get and just like the acting from some of the characters. I thought it was unique. I mean, I don't know if I'd watch it again, but it was pretty good, I thought. I had no expectation. Since I watched Supergirl recently, maybe try Creature Commandos. Yeah, isn't that on HBO Max? Creature Commandos. Well, there's Devin. Did you watch any shows your best friend recommended you? Yeah, dude, I literally called you out my latest review, dude. I give you the credit for Evil, dude. I just finished Evil. Creature Commander. Gearsey? Yeah, that one looked pretty cool. It looked like I heard it was like The Witch. All right, what is Creature Commandos? Oh, it's by James Gunn. I have a lot of seasons. No. If it's only one season, yeah, maybe I'll knock it out. I doubt I'd review it. It's got a lot of known people. Frank Grillo, Alan Tudyk, David Harbour, Viola Davis. Yeah, good reviews. Have I seen The Empty Man? You like The Wretched? That's cool. Have I seen The Empty Man? Yeah, I saw The Empty Man. Kind of on the fence with it. I'm not gonna lie, the first 10 to 20 minutes of The Empty Man are fantastic. Like, legitimately perfect. When they're in the mountains and they're discovering all this stuff. And then I'd even say when you get to the main guy and he starts kind of doing the urban legend, it reminded me a lot of Butterfly Kisses, the way they structure the film. Then the longer the movie goes, it kind of lost me towards the end. I thought it got a little bit too loopy. But I like it. I think it's a good movie. I think it's kind of like, I hate using the term underrated or overrated. I think it's a little bit overrated. I hear a lot of people always bring up The Empty Man as like one of the greatest folk horror movies, and I wouldn't say that, but I think it's pretty good. I liked it for what it was. I also had it really hyped up though. I think it was Chris Stuckman who was bringing it up every like 5 videos. He referenced The Empty Man. I was like, I don't watch The Empty Man. So I liked it. The opening of that movie's creepy as hell though, I will say. Damn, my apartment is hot. Does anyone in the chat consider Good Luck Have Fun a horror movie? I don't, but I loved it. If you've never seen it, I don't remember if you commented on it. It's on Hulu now for anyone who has not seen it. That movie was just so funny. And I knew it wasn't going to do good in theaters either. It's just not the type of movie. I told a lot of people I know, though, to watch that. I don't know if they're ever going to. The Haunting of Molly Hartlett. What about it? I don't think I've ever seen that. Haunting of Molly Hartlett. I'll let you guys in on something. Which Suspiria, Brian? The new one or the old one? I own the new one. I have the DVD behind me. I just never watched it. The Haunting of Molly Hartley has a 3.9 out of 10 on IMDb. They should have marketed it as horror. It would have made more money. So this is kind of an interesting little segue, I think. Also, if I keep looking away, I'm kind of like dicking around with the YouTube live. I'm trying to figure out some of the features. But Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, I think is kind of a good example of my stance on modern movies. So Obsession did great. Backrooms did great. Some other movies like, a couple years ago, Long Legs did great. It's awesome. I think, though, the future of movies is not caught up yet. I think the only movies that are actually going... I didn't go see that with you. That must have been Batani, dude. I never seen that movie. I think unless you are an original movie, you're a horror film, mostly those two, or if you have like a pre-established IP, like you have like Curry Barker had a YouTube channel, I don't think there's a lot of room for organic movies like Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die anymore, because they're just going to go to streaming and people know there's no experience. I think horror particularly offers an experience. So you go there, you get scared. It's like an adrenaline rush. So when people go to see a horror film, they want to talk to their friends about it. They want to see if they get scared. Like that's why horror movies are the only movies that are like absolutely killing it. And I don't think it's even a marketing thing. Maybe if they misled a little bit, I just think it's horror fans like me and you guys are absolute degenerate nuts. And we go and see every movie that comes out. So it doesn't matter, even the bad ones. So they get all the bad movies get us, all the good ones get us. And then, if it's like scary too, horror movie fans will see the movie like 5 times. Mia Goth, Dakota Johnson, Witches Dances, one of the... Yeah. Fun fact for you, Brian. I almost went down a Giallo wormhole last weekend. I was actually back home. We were looking for something to watch, and we almost watched Tenebrae, and we almost watched... What's the other one? Deep Red. We almost watched them both. And we didn't, because I kind of want to really I don't want to let them simmer, but I want to knock out all of the famous Giallos and maybe review them. But this is kind of insight for you guys to where I'm coming from. This is where it kind of sucks to not have a big channel, because if you have a big enough channel, I think the channel kind of feeds a loop to you of what they want. It's very hard sometimes with the algorithm to figure out what's going to hit. Sometimes I do a horror film, I recommend it, like I did Caveat a couple of years ago, and that's one of my most popular videos. But there's other ones, like I did Wounded Fawn a couple of weeks ago, nobody watched it. So I kind of still can't gauge what type of horror. I know a lot of people too, they like Halloween, Friday the 13th. Like those old school ones. Like I don't really know where a lot of you guys stand. Like if you guys like those or if you guys are more like modern horror. Because I've done polls and they were like very indecisive. I didn't know like if should I go through those franchises? Should I just do random one-offs? Hey, what's up, Duck? How you doing, man? Or woman? I never confirmed. Yeah, we're back. Suspiria is hella long. It's divided. I mean, I don't have a problem with watching it. I've really looked forward to it. So I'll tell you this, though. I'll watch the original before the remake, always. I'm going to check out Backrooms Must Go. Maybe. I was telling Brian a little bit ago, if you were in here, there's been nothing that has made me want to go to the theaters in over a month. And it's kind of demoralizing. So I was looking at my list. I saw Scary Movie. So I saw The Furious in June, loved it. Scary Movie, Caroline, loved it. And I haven't watched a movie that was June 5th that I was excited to see. Like there's nothing. So let me look and see what's out here. I'm so dehydrated, I'm like lisping. Backrooms, everything must go. Do you guys know what's different about it? Like, has anyone seen it? Because I'm going to be honest, like, I don't want to say Backrooms aged bad, but I haven't thought about that movie for 1 minute. So this Tuesday, so 4 or 5 days ago, I went and saw Obsession with my brother, who I was hyping it up, and he really liked it. But I saw it again, so we just went and saw Obsession because I'm like, I don't know what else to see with him. But I mean, he has no interest in Backrooms. I have no. Okay, so here's what's playing around me: Backrooms, Young Washington. Young Washington both sounds not interesting. I heard they used a ton of AI, so fuck that movie. And nobody's gonna watch the review. Minions and Monsters. I got invited to see that early, but again, it's like a kids movie, and I haven't seen the other Minions movies. Jackass. I'll probably find it funny on streaming. Supergirl and Leviticus. That's probably the one movie out I actually kind of want to see. Disclosure Day, I heard nothing but terrible stuff about that film. I heard everybody's review said it's boring as dirt, so I know I'll find it boring. Masters of the Universe, that movie looks pretty cool too. But it bombed, so I know the review's going to do nothing. I don't know when it's playing. Yeah, I'm a guy. Been almost 2 years. I saw you're still going strong. Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. I mean, you were one of the first people, so I called out Brian last time. You're in the category, Duck, of people that first off, I know most people by name. Like I recognize Justin, Christopher. You're one of the people who 100% was, I don't want to say like diehard, but you were very like committed. Like you just had conversations. Like it was very engaging would be the word. So I mean, I 100%. Every time I see the symbol, I'm like, oh, it's Duck. Then added 15 minutes. Yeah, but I wonder what that is because if it's horror stuff, awesome. If it's more of like just traversing the back rooms, that just feels like they added shit they cut from the movies just so they could re-release it again. My theater experiences this year: The Plague, Send Help, Hokeman, Obsession 3 times. I mean, you're batting well. I don't know what you think of The Plague because I didn't see it, but I'll tell you straight up, spoiler alert for you guys right now. Going off, I'll pull up on my second monitor. I'll give you guys a little bit of a behind the curtains. So I stopped doing monthly rankings because they got terrible views, even though they probably would have done better over time, but whatever. But so I just do the end of year. So I'll tell you straight up, going through my top 5 of the year, I feel like this is a pretty decisive top 5 right now is Send Help, and they're like all horror. Send Help, Undertone. Then, yeah, Send Help, Undertone, Hokum, Obsession, Tuner. Then there's like a little bit of possibly we go in some, maybe it could be The Furious, maybe Caroline. That's like, they're so far and above all the other movies. Those ones. I went to go see Minions. And I loved Send Help, by the way. Like I feel like that movie just came and went. I rewatched it on Hulu. I think that movie is so freaking good. Might actually be my favorite Sam Raimi movie. I went to see that damn Minions movie with my uncle. Not great. Yeah, I got invited to a screener. I get invited to a lot of them, to be honest now. But like, I got invited to Supergirl. I was busy. I'm gonna let you guys in another little fun fact here. I almost rewatched 28 Years Later the other day, and I still might, because they added both that and Bone Temple to Netflix. So I was like, do I need to give this movie another chance? Like, do I need to go do 28 Years? Bone Temple. I feel like my pride will not allow me to do that because I have been the biggest 28 Years hater ever. If I go back and watch and go, it actually wasn't that bad. I feel like it just delegitimizes all my opinions. Last month was rough, and this month I seen Disclosure Day. It was boring. Yep. Yeah. I mean, nah. I mean, that movie did not appeal to me whatsoever. Another one I got invited to see. Again, for those of you who didn't hear earlier, I've been insanely freaking busy with work. So, like, it's been like really hard for me, like working the entire day, like a 10-hour shift or something, to just get off of work and then run and see a movie I know I'm going to think is mid. And then since I have the channel, I don't want to say it feels like it's a waste if I do that, because I still do see some movies that I don't review on here, very few. But I'll go see a movie, get out of it at like, so go get off work, run to the theater, starving, haven't worked out, go there, watch a movie, come home at 9, do a review. It's like 10:30. By the time it's uploaded, then I make some dinner or something. I'm like, the whole day's gone, and I watched a movie I knew was going to suck. It was boring. Like again, I don't even know. I mean, I'm not talking crap on like Young Washington. Like I heard that movie was the early secret screening, and I was like, I don't give a shit. And I heard they used AI, so I didn't go see it. Yeah, man, I love the channel, love chatting shit. Yeah, dude, like that's like the most fun I have, to be honest. Like there's a little bit of gaminess of like, okay, how many views am I getting and stuff. Like I've cut back a lot. Probably after the first year when I was close to being monetized, I was like, all right, how close am I? And I really cared. Now I don't really even track subs and views and stuff. Like I only look forward to like good conversations, which I will say this. During the obsession, so I made an obsession video about Bear, and looking back, I don't think I did the best version of that video because I've had that conversation with other people in real life. I feel like I was pretty much just like, you're an idiot if you don't agree with me. But those comments are the most dumbass comments ever, straight up. Like that video, I almost want to like mute it. I get the same 20 comments every day of people reiterating stuff I said in the video, stuff that other people said in the comments. It's just like a different plane of existence. Bone Temple was good. I liked Bone Temple. Weird movie though. Man Things Are Tough. I even started using a movie randomizer website. You mean like, is that like a streaming site? Like, is that like a torrent site, or is that like it just randomizes a movie for you to watch? Or how's that work? I'm curious. I don't blame you. Nothing interests me like Minions. Yeah. Okay. So that's the thing. By the way, let me know if the audio is okay. It's kind of like spiking, it looks like. But I'm really looking forward to Evil Dead Burn, and I actually, ironically, just saw the trailer for that last Tuesday, so I knew nothing about it, and the trailer looks freaking gnarly. Like, it looks so good. And then Resident Evil has kind of crept up on me, and Resident Evil has kind of made me want to get really excited about it. Like, I don't know why. Like, the closer it gets, the more I'm like, this movie could be insane. There is a movie. Oh, crap. Let me Google this. Hold on. There's a trailer I want to share with you guys. I saw the trailer for a movie called Her Private Hell. It's coming out this year. Mainly for you, Brian, because I know the movies you like. It's called Her Private Hell. Look up the trailer. It's it's got terrible reviews already. But it's by the guy, or the director. Hold up. It's by the director and the writer who did Drive with Ryan Gosling, The Neon Demon, and some other stuff. So it's like this very like Technicolor horror film with Sophie Thatcher, the girl from both The Boogeyman and Companion, and Heretic. I saw the trailer the other day and it looked really good. Now it's got crap reviews, but who cares? It looked alright. Ever consider getting a letterbox? I actually have one, but I never use it. I did log that movie I watched, though, Find Your Friends. I gave that shit a 0.5 star. It was so bad it made me use a letterbox. I really should, though. Did I watch Little Brother yet? No. I scrolled past it yesterday. I just haven't watched a lot of movies, man. I was finishing Evil. Have I seen anything about the movie Whale Fall? Nope. Time to Google. I'll be honest too, guys, my entire Twitter feed and Facebook feed or whatever social medias people had is just nothing but obsession. Like that is all I see. Is it's just nothing but terrible obsession theories, which have gotten a little old, to be honest, because people don't understand that movie. All right. Whale fall, hold your breath, follows a scuba diver who, while looking for his father's remains, is swallowed by an ape. Oh, yeah. No, I heard about that one. That's the one with the guys inside the whale. This is the guy from Weapons, right? What the? I didn't know this had Josh. I thought this was a meme movie. It has Josh Brolin in it. Color me intrigued, bro. You notoriously hate Evil Dead, but you like 2013. Yeah, that is the most metal movie. Devin, are you still here? You here? I told you, watch 2013 Evil Dead by Fede Alvarez. Put some hair on your chest. Evil Dead, that's like legit, man. Like, that is a theater experience I will never forget. It's like actually raining blood. Crazy. I didn't even think you could give it a 0. 0.5, yep. Pretty much. Yeah, I have a letter. Let me know right now, by the way, guys. Do you guys do y'all like love Letterboxd? Like, do you use that a lot religiously? Like, is that a big thing? If you guys like all use that, like, I'll log some stuff probably. I just don't know. I just never use it. Mainly because maybe this is gonna sound stupid. I feel like the way people use Letterboxd is really it's really like gamey. Like everyone's trying to put these like quippy reviews. They'll say something like they'll give a movie like 4 stars and they'll be like he's him, and it's like what the fuck like I don't even know what that review means, dude. I probably should use it just to even link the reviews I do in it, but yeah, if you guys are all on it all the time, I can start logging some more stuff to the best of my abilities at least. But I've been meaning to do that forever, so yeah. I don't know if I ever found out how old you are, Duck, or like what generation you belong to, but we talked in the last live. I have a couple of thoughts on like the way Gen Z consumes media. After Obsession, like on Twitter, I'm convinced like the letterboxification of movies has basically turned everything into a giant content farm. Because I'm seeing people that they have theories on Obsession that are like legitimately the plot of the movie. Or they'll say, or it's like everything is just like this symbolic. There's like things that are so overanalyzed, like why somebody sat in a certain car seat and stuff, and it's like, what are we doing, dude? Like, so that's kind of why I never got into Letterboxd. But I've had that shit downloaded like 5 years probably, even before I had a YouTube. I just was like, eh. I'm really bad at that though. Like just logging stuff. Yeah, but if any of you guys have anything specific like you guys want to see, not even so much movies. Because to be honest, if you guys recommend a movie from like the 70s or something, I have my own little list. I usually watch it. But if it's like you guys have ideas for videos, like you guys would want to see a series of like I did the Alien movies, or you want to see the Halloweens. I was saying I don't really know. Like let me look really quick at the demographic of my channel. So over the past year, it says most of my viewers are like 25 to 35. So I don't know. Like that's a little bit young for Gen X, which I think Gen X would love 80s and 70s and Halloween. I don't really know like what people are into. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I haven't even seen like half the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I haven't seen half of the Friday the 13th movies. I'm probably, based on what YouTube would have you believe in terms of criticism, like one of the least cultured people. Like I have not seen half of the major movies that everybody loves. I've never seen Midsummer. I've never seen like so many different films. Never seen The Northman. Actually, no, I did see The Northman. I've never seen The Lighthouse. I'm 20, about to be 21. I agree with all those points. I mostly hate people my age. Trying to watch movies with friends sucks. Yeah. Hey, let me say this though. That never goes away, man. I'm a little bit older than you, and you just got to find people who are into it. You know, like to me, this channel and this type of stuff is it's like an outlet. You know, like most people I know, even if they consume movies and like shows, it's very, you know, they watch the newest Netflix movie, they watch a show, and then like you go like, oh, what do you think of it? And they go, it was all right, and then it just kind of ends. Like there's not really any debate. There's not really any. That's why I think the internet's good. I think that's one of the good things about the internet out of all of the negatives is that you get to meet people and build communities of people who are like-minded. Because I don't have a whole lot of those in the real world. I mean, there was a girl I was seeing for a while. She basically fell asleep during every movie. It was like it was like it was like the antithesis of doing this. I was like, oh my god. Thanks for the recommendation, Her Private Hell. Did you look up the trailer, dude? Watch the trailer, man. It's kind of got like Neon Demon vibes. It's kind of got almost Maxine vibes. I just discovered they're actually theater geeks. Yeah. Yeah. I do. The only thing I will say about the theaters that bothers me now is it's like a catch-22. So this happened with Obsession. So I have told you guys before, I hardly ever get terrible theater experiences. I went and saw Obsession with my brother. It was trash. People were laughing. A dude fell over the steps and spilled popcorn. All of the major scenes, like the nighttime scene where they're sleeping, people were giggling because it's that nervous giggle. And he was kind of getting annoyed too. And I'm like, yeah, man, you got a shit experience, bro. Like all of the major scenes in here that are like pulse raising. It was because it's like you don't want to go somewhere that feels dead because then it's immersion breaking. Like to you, you're like, this doesn't matter. Like nobody watches movies. Can I talk to anybody about this? But if you go to a theater that's packed, which is the greatest experience ever when it works, you run the massive risk of getting some degenerate in there with like their kids or somebody throws popcorn or something. So just a catch-22. You're kind of trying to stick like the perfect balance. Fortunately for me, my theater is like mostly dead that I go to, the AMC. But I mean, if I had theater experiences like that Obsession one, I would be a lot more hesitant. Let's say that was like one of the first ones in a while. I was like, oh, I see what people are kind of bitching about. Because it would have killed the movie for me. And see it twice? Yeah. Yep. I think it's because summer breaks out. We saw it at a 10. Okay, so also to catch you guys up, if you guys didn't hear, my AC has like not worked all week. It's been 110 here. So my AC, my unit has been legitimately 90 degrees. That's why another reason why I haven't been doing anything. So I'm sweating my ass off. So I'm sitting here. So we went and saw Obsession at 10 o'clock on a weekday. It was like Tuesday or Wednesday or something. Because I'm like, I need to get out of the house, bro. And he wanted to see it. He asked me, and I'm like, I'll go see that with anybody. So we go there, and it's fucking packed. Like the theater's sold. We were like the last two seats. It was a sold out show on like at like 10 o'clock on a Wednesday. Which blows my mind that you have like little kids going to see Toy Story. I know it's like summer break, but since when did like 11-year-old kids go out until like midnight? I never did that, and I was a hooligan. So it was just a terrible experience. Just absolutely terrible. Disgusting. People like throwing stuff and laughing. That Minions theater experience was ass. People bringing literal babies, shouting at babies for crying. Yeah. Dude, okay. You guys hear that? Somebody's like lighting up stuff, fireworks right outside my place. So the weirdest theater experience I ever had, probably, I saw Megan 2 at an early showing, public showing. This woman brought her like newborn baby in with a breast pump, like one of those the automatic ones. So like the whole movie in the middle of a packed theater, it was just beep, beep. It was like beeping for the reading to use the breast pump. And it was the most like, are we doing this? Like, there's like critics there. It was, never ceases to amaze me what people will do in public. That's why you should never be self-conscious, especially during the summer. Yeah. It kind of helps that I have this channel because I go to the theaters on like right after work or early sometimes. So I pretty much never see a movie I give a shit about. Like I would see any like Evil Dead Burn. I'm gonna see that Thursday. Resident Evil Thursday. I never see a movie Friday night. Because if you see a movie like Friday at 8 p.m., you're cooked. You have a chance of getting the worst audience ever. I got it. I'm actually go watch it tonight. Wait, what are you gonna go watch? That. Wait, is that Sophie Thatcher one? Hold up. Sophie Thatcher. Her Private Hell. Oh, Obsession. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think this movie was out. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, go see Obsession. Just keep seeing Obsession. I'm off on Fridays. That's when I go to theaters first or second show that day. No problems ever. Yep. Oh, I have a fan. You can probably see it. So because I don't want to turn the room behind me into like an office or something for this. So I'm just kind of just using the majority of like my open space. So I don't have like this cinematic background that some people have. I have a fan up here that you can probably see in other videos. Ceiling fan. It doesn't help though. It's a hot one. Been a month. It's on VOD. What do you think about the trailer for Werewolf? So I tweeted about it. I said, take my money. So Werewolf is weird. I love the tone he's going for, and after Nosferatu, I will be there no matter what. But I also saw somebody else say this, and I agreed. Werewolf is kind of starting to approach like self-aware meme territory where Robert Eggers feels almost like he's making fun of Robert Eggers. Every movie is so Robert Eggers. Like the trailer for Werewolf looks directly like The Lighthouse mixed with Nosferatu. Like he just made them the same night. Like every trailer and everything looks the exact same. Any other movie? So I don't know if you were in here when I said this. Let me see. I said there's been like nothing that's really jumped out to me at all in like over a month. I've just been sitting here kind of like I kind of want to go to the theaters and I kind of just don't care about any of these movies like Minions and Supergirl even. So like I saw it just kind of had nothing else to do. So let's see. So Spider-Man Brand New Day I think might be good, but confession, I am not caught up with the most recent Spider-Man. The one with what's it called? The Multiverse. I didn't see that one. So I don't know what's going to go on with that. Evil Dead Burn, I'm super excited about. Resident Evil, The Odyssey, even though The Odyssey I think is going to be a pain. I think everything is sold out around me because people like pre-bought and gouged the tickets. Like I'm not. It's going to sound really pessimistic to you guys. Like I'm almost getting to the point now that I do a little bit of YouTube. So I started off, so I've always been a horror movie guy, clearly. Then I don't even want to say I branched out, but I kind of got like, I fell into a loop where I was doing all of the new releases. And a lot of them didn't really work that well. And on top of the fact, it kind of reconfirmed me why I like horror films, because a lot of these movies that came out, like the Moana live action movie, for example, I don't give a shit about that movie, like at all. I know a lot of people, especially more like influencer heavy people, they really need to be into Superman and Moana and stuff. I don't like those movies as much. So like I'm kind of falling back a little bit into horror. That's why like if you guys like that or not, let me know down below. I've been doing a lot of lists. I've been just doing like standalone movies. I might do even more of that and just kind of double down and stop seeing like Avengers Doomsday. I don't care at all about that movie personally at all. Because like for me, Infinity War is one of my favorite movies ever. I think Endgame was fine. I think Infinity War is the best movie of those. And then I loved like Shang-Chi and some other movies, but a lot of the standalone movies since were not good at all. I did not like them at all. And it was just like they scrapped the King the Conqueror thing, so it's like, okay, so we have no plan. And it's like cash grabby. to me. Like a lot of the that's the vibe I got with Supergirl. And like it's funny that people were pushing back on it. It's like this just feels like a movie that just has no purpose to exist. Supergirl. Fine for what it is if you're a fan of that, but it gives you nothing new at all. Stop watching the trailer 2 seconds after it started. Yeah, I saw like 20 seconds of Werewolf. I try not to watch the trailer. I said already if you weren't here, I watched Evil Dead Burns trailer for the first time on Tuesday, I think, and it looks so good, man. So good. Session is on Prime Video. Yeah, so, yeah, I was going to rewatch Project Hail Mary. I'm probably going to watch that tomorrow, Christopher. Because everybody just swears that's the greatest film ever, and I thought that movie was crazy mid. It just, same thing. It was just fine. I think because, let me know if you guys feel this way. Do you got, how many movies do you guys watch? Honestly, like weekly, daily. Like you guys watch mostly horror, like me? Do you guys watch anything and you just follow my channel anyway? Like, what are you guys into? Because for me, I used to go through a lull where or like a phase where I watched 5 movies a week in theaters, legitimately, for years. And I saw everything, like animated movies, like superhero movies. And it just gets to the point when I watch a lot of these movies that don't give you an experience like Obsession. It's like a Supergirl. I've seen this movie like 47 times. Like I can feel it within like 20 minutes. But I just want to know, like, is that something that's unique to me? Like, am I like burnt out on this? You guys feel the same way? Like, you feel like a lot of the hyped up movies are just mainstream because a lot of people don't watch a lot, but then you watch them and you're like, that shit was mid. On that note, I rewatched Supergirl. Yeah. See, I like that you are here, Brian, because you're like it's like a scale. You're like the balance to me because I'm like, I hated that movie. And you like I feel like we balance off where you like a lot of stuff that I just kind of am like softer on, like more burnt out on. So it's kind of cool, refreshing to hear that people actually do like stuff. The Witch is the only Eggers movie that you don't like Nosferatu? I'd have to rewatch. I like The Northman too. I've not seen The Lighthouse. I would rank them decisively Nosferatu, Northman, Witch as of now. But I was a lot younger when I watched The Witch, so I probably feel different about it now. Thank you, Christopher. I totally forgot Obsession. Yep. Batman 2. Unironically excited for that film because if they do the Court of Owls, it'll be sick. Clayface. Oh, yeah, Clayface. Clayface might be my most anticipated film the rest of the year, ironically. Use my Amazon coupons to buy Obsession. Sick. I try to go to theaters at least once a week. It's kind of weird because I love going to the theaters to decompress. But at the same time, it's kind of nice to not. Like, I didn't go last week because I wasn't, and it kind of felt like a break from work because I was like, I didn't have to make anything. I tried to go to theaters, mostly horror. Yep, usually once a week. Yeah, usually what happens is they give you guys a little bit of insight to the mind of a madman. It'll be like midnight or something before bed, and I'll throw on something and watch it, and I'll watch it before bed, and it's usually like a horror movie or something on my watch list, and I'll do that for like, I don't know, 2 weeks of the month, and then I'll kind of get burnt out a little bit, and I'll be like, all right, I've watched like 10 horror movies in 20 days. Like, I've watched a lot of horror. And then I'll just kind of like put it off, and I'll go like, all right, we're going to the theater. Then usually for some reason, it like reinvigorates, and I get the itch again, and I just start marathoning horror films before bed. That's where I watch most of them. Like 99% of the movies I watch are right before bed in the dark because I'm trying to like simulate the theater experience. I usually find something in theaters, always open to every genre. Yeah, if people I knew were into movies more, I probably would still feel that way. But it kind of reminds me a little bit of video games. Like, I'm a huge gamer, and nobody I know is anymore. So it's like, it's kind of hard to invest in things that nobody you know is. And even if I was to watch things like The Minions, like, it's not like a channel thing either, because this is kind of mostly a community of new release and horror. The Whim of a Madman. Name the movie. Name the movie. Is that, The Whim of a Madman? I have no idea, but I'm thinking what it could possibly be. Is it like Um, the Mind of what's it called? The John Carpenter one? In the Mouth of Madness? Maybe? I have no idea though. Yeah, Mike Flanagan's the GOAT. Well, he's not the GOAT, but I mean that guy doesn't miss. Seen 135 this year. Yeah, you suffered through some garbage though, bro. You watched like some movie. You watched 28. What was it? 28 months later. Yeah. I'll probably watch and review The Exorcist around the time the new one comes out. Clayface is looking forward to it. Yeah, I heard Rivals of Amzia King was really good, mainly from Cody Leach. Because I follow his channel and on Twitter, like he was like really toting it up. But me and him have not agreed a lot this year. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love his channel. I have for a long time, but like as time goes on, and I think a lot of it's just because he's evolving as a critic, which makes sense. Like I'm a lot different than I was years ago too. I'm like aligning with him a lot less. Like Chris Stuckman's another one. The more time that goes on, like I never agree with that guy. Like if he makes a video of it, I almost always hated it. That Verity trailer, Speed, dude, Speed, the one with Keanu. Really? I guess that would make sense. Speed's, damn, I'm old. Speed's 31 years old, 32 years old. Wow. Yeah, maybe that's why I don't remember it. That's a good movie, though. That was a staple when I was younger. How did I not remember that? I watched Speed so many times. Yeah. Resident Evil is either going to hit, like that movie is going to be great, or I think it's going to be trash. No in between. I would be very surprised, but I think Resident Evil is not extreme. Okay, what is Verity? Oh yeah, yeah, Verity. The only thing I know about this movie is like Josh Hartnett's in a love triangle with Dakota Johnson and Anne Hathaway. What a terror! Now you're making me want to rewatch Speed. I want them to put The Housemaid on streaming so badly for free. It's on Stars. I want to rewatch The Housemaid. I have people who are interested in it and they haven't seen it. I want to show it to them. I'm a big gamer. So let me pull up my Steam maybe. So, fun little story for you. When I was younger, wait, which one did you watch? Housemaid was so good. Yep. Okay, so fun fact for you guys. If you guys play video games, there's a football game out called Madden. And when I was a kid, they had this show called Madden Nation where okay, you've seen 130. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, so you saw 135 movies total. Yeah. So I used to play a video game called Madden when I was younger, a football game. And they had this thing called Madden Nation, Madden Challenge, where you could go to New York, meet professional players, and you were in this giant tournament. I got invited to that because I was top 50 in the entire world in that video game. I was like unbeatable. I know that's all I did as a kid. I probably could have won MLG in like 5 games. I could have done it in Halo, Madden, to be honest, League of Legends. A lot of like big competitive games I was a big nerd at. Big nerd. I don't know how I feel about a Hard Eyes sequel. I don't know what they're gonna do. It'll probably be super fun, and you know how I feel about Hard Eyes. I totally just didn't answer your question. So favorites right now. Let me go down my Steam list. Some favorites. I was a big Dead by Daylighter for a while. That was fun. I love all horror games. Resident Evil. I know life the hell out of League of Legends. I'm way too good at that game. Disgustingly good, honestly. Old school games, I love the original Max Payne games. I loved the original Grand Theft Auto games. Final Fantasy X might be my favorite game ever, Duck. Vampire Survivors was fun. The Backrooms games. BioShock games. Dead Space. Dead Space is fantastic. I own that trilogy. Card games. Slay the Spire type of games, if you know what those are. Dark Souls. Dark Souls, Elden Ring. Big into those. Hollow Knight was the last game I absolutely just, holy crap, I know life that game. Hollow Knight. I loved that game. Hunt, Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege I was way too into for a while too. I mostly played competitive games. Either play like goofy horror games like Dead by Daylight and Texas Chainsaw with buddies, like Remnant, or I play like competitive games. Borderlands, yeah, I played the hell out of Borderlands. I played Dead by Daylight big when it was I stopped when like Freddy came out. I was like really into it when it was just the original 3, like Trapper, Hillbilly, Wraith, when it was in beta. Jason from Sinister Cinema has 135. What? Dang. Let me pull up my list. Hold up a second. Watched. I'm gonna see if I can find my. I make a list. Like I'll see 2025. So last year. All right, guys. We're gonna see. It's like guessing jelly beans. How many movies did you guys think I watched in 2025 total? Not counting, not the ones I reviewed, just total. Then try to guess 2024. They made a Dead Space movie, yes. It's like an anime, though. And I didn't think it was very good. Doc, are you familiar with like the ranking systems of League, Dota, Overwatch, any of those games? And I'll spoil the answer, Brian. It's 270 for both years, 270. 269 and 268. Like when I'm on, I pretty much watch a movie either every night or like every other night. And then like a couple of days a week, if I'm like with people hanging out, we'll do like a movie marathon type of thing where we'll watch, I don't know, like The Quiet Places or something, and we'll like watch them. So like that's why there's so many of them. But this year is probably a lot lower, if I'm gonna be honest. I purposely cut back. I was like, I've been so much busier this year. I'm probably at like 120 right now, if I had to guess. So who knows? Yeah, maybe we're about halfway through the year, so maybe I can catch up. Okay, so Duck, in those games you have like a gem system. It goes like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, something. So League has iron, bronze, silver, gold, plat, emerald, diamond, masters, challenger. I'm like the very top. Like, I think like top 0.002%, like top 500 out of like 5 million, roughly. Like when I played it. Yeah. The best I ever was, though, at games was Madden when I was a kid. And I talk about this all the time. Kids these days have no idea how lucky their systems are. Like when it comes to like streaming and Twitch. If I was a kid back when like now, with the resources we have, I would have 100% been streaming like 50 hours a week on Twitch. That's all I would have done in middle school and high school and stuff, because I was like this kid who played sports, but he was just a nerd. All he did was play video games when he wasn't playing sports. I can't anything new on streaming, I go to Tubi. Yep. The only thing about Tubi that pisses me off is if I watch anything really good on Tubi, you get hit with a million ads, and it takes me out of it. I am kind of becoming a chill gamer though, Brian, so I feel that. Like, let me see. What was I playing? I was playing Devil May Cry, if you guys like that game, the other day. Slay the Spire. Ooh, I got so addicted to Cuphead, Darkest Dungeon, Warcraft 3. Don't even get me started on Warcraft 3. Halls of Torment, Resident Evil, The Forest. The Dark Pictures, those anthology games were pretty cool. Dude, oh yeah, favorite video game? Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is up there for my favorite video game. Most banger opening. Not Me Here. Yep, I like my classics. Ocarina of Time. Dude, don't hate me, Brian. I've never played a Zelda game. Sorry, dude. I've never played a Zelda game. Everybody I know says it's the greatest game ever. Never played it. I was a PlayStation guy. Yeah, my buddy says that. But I can't input. Never played it. I don't really do physical media on the channel, and I don't buy a whole lot nowadays, like routinely. I said over this way down to the side underneath my TV, I have like all my video games. In that white cabinet, I can't turn my hand, like right there, you can probably see a little bit of it. There's like it's all DVDs, Blu-rays. I probably have 100, 150 games down there. I don't really play console anymore, though. I'm not opposed to it. I mean, I don't know how you guys would feel, by the way. I was very tempted. Very tempted, and I still might just throw it out there. I might do some like video game content on here. Like review the Resident Evil. I don't know how I would review a video game. But maybe do like a video essay of like snippets of like what I think with like spliced footage of playing it or something. Because I was like, during these months where there's absolutely no movies I want to see, I kind of want to just go through and tackle like some game series. So it gives me incentive to play the games that I want to play or go back. Paladins. Isn't Paladins like Overwatch, but it was like a ripoff, like a spinoff? I don't think I ever played that. Oh yeah, Fortnite, dude. I know the Zoomers love Fortnite. Peak Fortnite was so good. Like original Fortnite when you could double pump, I was such a sweat in that game. Like it was insane how good that game was. It's terrible now, but it was great. You can review them like a movie, yeah. Well, okay, so here's the thing. Like, in a way, I kind of now, okay, this is going to sound stupid. Yeah, in 2028, physical media is like going away through Sony, which I think is absolute bullshit, to be honest. I could do a whole video rant about owning IP property rights of shit you don't actually own, where you like buy stuff on Amazon, then they just cancel your account and you don't own the stuff anymore. Yeah, that bothers me so much. Like on just like a libertarian level, like what are we doing? Like how can I price? I think there's like a law a guy's introducing in, I think it's England. It's called the Keep Games Alive. What's it called, man? Point of it is he introduced legislation. It's like going in front of Parliament. The idea is if you buy a game, you have to have the ability to play that game, and under no circumstance can the company that sold the game basically remove the server access to the game. So if I buy a game, you can't just shut the game down. I have to have an offline mode or something that allows me to play the game I gave money for. And the example's like, how can you buy a microwave and then like 2 weeks later they just pull it from your house? It's like, no, I own the microwave, dude. Like that's That's how I feel about video games when they're doing that stuff. Video games are one of the most predatory industries ever. Like, it's almost like, I mean, that's a whole different can of worms there. Like, microtransactions. Like, video games are just a shell of themselves. Code Veronica remake comes out. You do a tier style list. Yeah, the thing. Okay, so I was gonna say this might sound. I would be interested to hear how you guys view this. I personally, my favorite videos are recommendations, even though they don't do well. They're just like one-offs. Like, I think I did a video a year ago. It was on it's a movie called Mute Witness. Write that one down if you guys have not seen it. That is a fantastic film. And then I did one on Incident in a Ghostland. Didn't do very well, but it was whatever. Lists of like best of, that type of stuff. Reviews in a weird way, especially if it's a mainstream film like Spider-Man or something. I don't really know what I can say about it half the time. It's just kind of like, I feel like everybody's like Supergirl. Like, people were making fun of people, or they were like saying people were grifting. It's like, I feel like we're all saying this because it's just it's common. It's what everyone experienced seeing it. So, long story short, like, yeah, I might branch out into like video games and I don't know, tier lists, maybe. I have a hard time thinking though of like what I would want to rank. That's the other thing, because I have such a weird repertoire of like the movies I've seen. Like, a lot of people have seen all of the movies, and like like I said, I haven't seen half of the Friday the 13th. I haven't seen half of the Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, seen like none of the Exorcists, pretty much. And it's like, so whenever you get to a tier list thing that's going to be like, would you rather do Friday the 13th or how? Like, I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. I watch so many individual films more than series. A buddy of mine still plays Overwatch. He wants me to play it. I played a little bit of Overwatch 2. It was fine. I like Siege better, personally, but it's just my thing. I'm also not really a huge FPS guy. I'm an old head now. Big strategy gamer. What other movie questions we got? What else we got cooking? Any kind of music I'm in? Okay, so you're bringing up some great points, Duck. And I know for a fact I've seen a video where Cody brought this up when I used to watch his channel, like every video when I was working years ago. The issue is YouTube is so finicky that if I posted an like a Sabrina Carpenter video or something, it would probably either get no views, which is probably 90% likely, or it would do really well, and then people would be like, oh, cool. And then they'd be like, what the fuck? This guy doesn't even talk about music. And then they would just start leaving in droves, because that happens a little bit with like Supergirl and stuff. Like, you can see it on my end. Like, you'll get these spikes. I think that video hit 3,000 views in like the first couple of hours. And then it just levels, because after the initial massive surge, because it's popular, like, nobody is naturally watching that, because it's like, my channel's not a superhero thing. So it's almost like what he did with the game channel. Like, you kind of need like numerous channels if you want, at least content wise, them to do anything. I did not watch Welcome to Derry, but I was planning on it, and I just kind of never caught up to it. So let me look in my phone really quick, and I'll list off some shows I really enjoy that I might review at some point. Some more spoilers for you guys, but let me see. Because I wish you guys could see this list, by the way. I have a Google Notes that is just like a line of movies going down like that is never ending. It's probably like 1,000 things minimum. Okay, so I have an idea for best TV show intros ranking. So like the sound, like the song that plays, like, type of thing. I was almost going to do that. Something you guys might not know about me. When I was younger, I was like really big into like sketch comedy stuff. So it's very funny to see Curry Barker do that, because that's kind of like what I always envisioned. And I've taken a good amount of time in the past week, like kind of like writing, trying to like flesh out like a short film and stuff. So like I was kind of like dabbling in that. Maybe like in my free time, I'll just do a little bit more of that. So anyways, I saw let me see the shows I saw. I saw a weird show, Hemlock Grove, a couple of years ago. I thought it was intriguing with Bill Skarsgård, not fantastic, but it was pretty entertaining. Breaking Bad, fantastic. There's a Purge TV show, if you didn't know. That's better than the movies, probably. If you guys are into anime, Parasite the Maxim is fantastic. Death Note, Monster. I watched another weird-ass show, Brand New Cherry Flavor. I couldn't even tell you what that show is about. Crazy. Friday Night Lights is one of my favorite shows, the football show. That is just such like a fun little like melodrama soap opera. Midnight Mass, fantastic. The Chestnut Man, fantastic. I thought Succession was okay. My brother hyped it up way too much. Sopranos might be the GOAT. Banshee, love it. The Fall, love it. Justified's pretty good. Hannibal might be my favorite show. I have almost reviewed that 10 times now, but I don't know how to review it because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it fully in a while, and I kind of am like, how or why would I review this because it's not done. Bloodline, great show. Ozark, great show. Mindhunter, great show. Dexter might be my favorite again. Love me some Dexter. The Killing, if you love like slow burn cop dramas, The Killing is fantastic. There's a stupid show with Kevin Bacon called The Following that's like a serial killer drama. I love that one. Ash vs. the Evil Dead, Penny Dreadful, Daredevil. Bates Motel. Bates Motel might be the most underrated show ever made, in my opinion. Take it to the bank. Bates Motel. Nobody talks about that show. That show absolutely rips. I loved that show. Another kind of like weird horror adjacent show if you want something a little bit like more mysterious. Wayward Pines is a pretty good one-season show. I think it's on Hulu. The Dusk Till Dawn TV show is pretty damn good too. If you like silly dramatized versions of the movie. How to Get Away with Murder is a great show, or I liked that show a lot. Yeah, I mean I've watched a good bit. Scream TV series is fucking fantastic. I would argue, in my opinion, I think Scream works better as a TV show. I think Slasher is a TV show. Love. When I was in school, like we read And Then There Were None, like by Agatha Christie. I love when you just put 10 people in like a hotel and they just keep getting killed, like one an episode. There was another really cool show that came out like 10 years ago called Harper's Island. That happens. You have all these like kind of like uptight people. They take a ferry to this place called Harper's Island and somebody's killing them off every episode. I freaking loved that show because I just love that. Like, even if it's not that good, give me a masked killer who kills off a character every episode, and I'm in on it every time. Rewatch, but yeah, Scream TV show. I think they did Noah dirty. He was like the freaking coolest character. I loved that show. Willa Fitzgerald was in it. Like, it was like inconceivable that show was like not liked. In hindsight, I think that's one of the most disrespected shows ever. But Bates Motel is great. Mindhunter, they canceled it, unfortunately. I heard The Exorcist TV show is great, by the way. That's cool. I mean, I almost want to check that out. Crystal Lake. I mean, the only problem with Crystal Lake is I am such a Linda Cardellini simp that I'm gonna have a hard time seeing her as Mrs. Voorhees, because that is one of the most beautiful women ever, man. Linda Cardellini, if you're a fan of the channel, I'm here. I mean, she single-handedly flipped the entire zeitgeist on Scooby-Doo. Like, people started to think Vilma was the hot one instead of Daphne because Linda Cardellini played Vilma. Which, to be honest, Brian, I think the Scooby-Doo live action movies are completely slept on. You guys, I don't know if you guys agree, by the way. I would be curious. Do I have like a juvenile sense of like what I like? Because I feel like I like a lot of stupid shit that nobody else likes. Like, I love the first Scooby-Doo live action movie. Like, I have watched that movie so many times. And just because not because it's like a fantastic film or anything, it's just such a watchable, like, stupid mystery movie. And I know people like give those movies crap. Like, I loved those movies. Like, they were just so fun. Dumb though. I watch a lot of dumb movies or movies that people like, they just think they're like not good, so they don't watch. Scooby Doo, man. All right. I got a question for you guys. If anyone who's still here, rank rank these Scooby Doos. You know what? Actually, I'll say, what is the best? What is a better Scooby Doo? The Cyber Chase or Zombie Island? Because you don't want to know how many times I watched Scooby Doo on Zombie Island. I probably drove my mom crazy with the amount of times I listened to Terror Time. Dude, I love Scooby Doo live action, man. Listen, okay, guys. So I feel like there was a little bit of a delay, maybe, possibly, or maybe not, but you guys need to know something. It's funny, someone's like blowing up like firecrackers right outside my window. I might come off a little bit, I don't want to say jockey, but a little bit less like nerdy than some of the other like really leaned into channels who have seen every movie 30 times. I am a gigantic nerd. Like, I am routinely mistaken because like I lift and I play sports and stuff. So nah, like I am a loser, dude. Like I am a nerd. Big nerd. I've seen like all of these movies like so many times. It's insane. Like if you guys are like surprised by any of my nerdiness, like anime or something, like don't be. Believe me, it probably hasn't come out yet in some way, or there was no reason for it to. I have like a weird music taste. I forgot to answer that question. I just realized, Duck. Like, I have like a okay. So my music taste is somewhere between being a kid who never got out of his punk rock phase in like middle school with chain pants and a 17-year-old Olivia Rodrigo girl, like pretty much. Like I listen to like strictly pop music, like kind of like more funky disco pop music, like modernized pop stuff to get stuck in my head, like or like The Weeknd and stuff like that, or straight up like heavy metal, some screamo, like local. Go to a show where there's a mosh, like it's kind of in between somewhere. That's about it. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, I went out for Korean food yesterday again. And it's always funny because most of the time I'm like the only white guy in the joint. But I can use chopsticks very, very well. Probably surprisingly well. Very well. To be fair, I showed K-pop Demon Hunters to my brother, who's like 30 too. And he was like, he loved that. He thought it was like so catchy, and he was like, to the point like we make Saja Boys fans. Like I have a buddy of mine I play with all the time. Like when I play video games and I go to the gym with, he has a Saja Boys tank top. Like we just own this shit. We own it. Like it's but I don't think K-pop Demon Hunters is really that nerdy. Like I'm trying to think of a good example of my nerdiness. It should have made Zombie Island. Nah, man, you can't mess with Zombie Island, dude. You can't. Although I mean, I'd still take it, to be honest. Way darker. What okay, Brian, we have taste in music. Link some of your favorite stuff, or tell me some of your favorite stuff. Dude, okay, Doc. Let me share you a little funny story to me. So I went out to eat yesterday. So again, my apartment is hotter than Satan's balls. Like I'm like, dude, I can't sit here anymore. Like I have to leave. So I was gonna meet up with somebody I've been talking to, and she was busy. So I call my buddy up. I'm like, yo, I'm about to get some food. You want to get Korean? And he's like, nah, or whatever. It's too far. He was gonna drive, but I'm like, I don't want you to drive like 20 miles, man. Like we'll meet up. So we actually went to a Red Robin, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll get a burger and some fries. This dude doesn't even eat. He just gets a giant margarita. So the whole time, the server 100% thinks we're gay. The whole time. And I'm just playing into it. Like, she's like, you guys together are separate? And I'm just like looking at him. I'm like, it's balls in your court, buddy. And I made him feel so uncomfortable because, yeah, peak male activities. Like, it's just, I'm a very silly guy too. I almost feel like sometimes I watch my reviews. I don't think my reviews at all, really, even these lives, really, it's not got to that point yet, capture how silly I am. I'm a very, very silly person. I'm like hardly serious about anything. The sky. Let me look this up. Yeah. Because she's like, together or separate. And I asked her, I go, did you ask that because you got a margarita or because you think we're gay? And she started chuckling. And I'm like, all right, if we were gay, who would be the dominant one? Like, I made him so awkward. Because he's like, he doesn't like to talk to people. And I'll just like bullshit with anybody because I'm like kind of outgoing. All right, so this is a new metal music. On that Limp Bizkit grind? I bet. I'm going to leave this up. I'm going to check this out. New metal rapcore. I might fuck with it, to be honest. I have been really big into Motionless in White. The new Sleeping with Sirens album is great, even though they've been crap for a while. Yeah, Motionless in White. I'm a big Neighborhood fan. I know a lot of people don't like them either. Sleep Token is my shit. Dayseeker, fantastic. Again, so it's kind of more like, I don't even know what they call it, metalcore. I like Dayseeker is a good example. Like Dayseeker is probably. I used to. What type of pop punk though? Like any like mainstream bands, or like who are your favorite bands? I used to date a girl, or I saw a girl for a while. Like we'd go to pop punk concerts all the time. She listened to the most generic pop punk ever though. Like The Story So Far, I think. Like that type of stuff. Yeah. The Story So Far. I remember seeing them. Saw Ink, like Ice Nine Kills, Black Veil Brides. This album by Des Rocks. Des Rocks. Man, I'm down. I'm down. I listen to music all the time. So I mean I'm legit gonna listen to these. During work probably though. I'm gonna see. Gotta pull them up though. And remember, I have like another thing, guys. Like I have like 500 tabs open at all points. I'm one of those guys. What was that other band called? The Picture Naville. I saw as I'm scrolling up, I saw two episodes of Alien Earth. It was alright for me. Bowling for Soup. So you're like peak. It was never a phase, mom. Like your peak, like, yeah, like I know what you're doing. Like those are the bands that like I grew up with. Like everybody listened to. Like Yellowcard, Taking Back Sunday, Make Damn Sure. That was like my MySpace song, dude. Yeah. Annie, you okay? Smooth Criminal, Alien Ant Farm, probably like the best cover ever. 1985, Bowling for Soup. Feed the Geese, kind of alt pop neon fields. There's I'll tell you straight up, Brian, if you let me just type them. I'll type these out. I don't know if you guys are even gonna listen to any of these bands, but just because I like sharing stuff. Who else was I listening to? Oh, I got another one. Super underrated. We'll do that. These are like the most. Those are like the most that I've been listening to. You won local trivia? Dude, I love trivia. We used to go out to trivia all the time. We'd go to half off night, me and my buddies, and we'd win the gift card, and then we'd just pay off the bill, and we'd just do it for free every time. So we'd both get like 2-3 drinks. We just kill the whole bill with the gift card we won, and we just like snowball it. So we never paid for like the whole trivia because we won trivia all the time. Feed the geese, right? What the fuck? Hold up. Feed the geese. Bands. I type feed the geese. It brings me to Urban Dictionary. To masturbate. Thanks, dude. Apparently feeding the geese means to masturbate on Urban Dictionary. Did you say? Yeah, if you so not all of the bands I linked are pretty popular. Galleons is like they're not like my favorite, to be honest. I've just been listening to them a lot recently. They're kind of like they have a like hold on, let me type it out. Like you'll know if you like that song will tell you all you need to know about that band. Pretty much. It's like oh yeah, there's a couple other ones. Emarosa, Sleep Theory. I'm just scrolling through my Spotify. Emarosa, Sleep Theory, yeah. I'm a big music guy. My plan is to go to a bunch of different concerts soon. Actually, I was more of a music guy. Well, I'm a music guy for numerous reasons. So when I worked in like when I had like really busy days, like I listened to music or podcasts all day. And then and now like I pretty much am listening to music like all the time. My baby metal Hanabi guy. What is that? Baby. This baby. What is baby metal? I don't know what those are. Is baby metal like Korean? Is that like Korean, like screamo, like heavy rock, or like K-pop kind of? No, I don't know who that is. Funny as hell though. It says they're like coming around me. And I think they're like coming to a concert. What song do you recommend? I have like 25 tabs of songs. Su metal, yeah. Hold up. There's a band. Let me pull them up. No, I do know who they are. Okay. Duck. Have you ever heard the song Kingslayer by Bring Me the Horizon that has baby metal? I have heard this band. I like that band too. Yeah, Bring Me the Horizon. They have a song called Kingslayer. I 100% know who these guys are. Yeah, they're like Korean like screamo artists or something, right? Kingslayer. Dude, that entire album, what was it called? Was it just called Amo? Yeah, I think it's just called Amo. I loved that album, man. Like out of the blue, I was like, what? Like the In the Dark album, where it's just got like hearts on the CD, is so good. Neon Fields. Yeah, dude. Afraid of the Dark by Motionless in White is like a cheat. It's like steroids if you go to the gym. It's like you lift 50 pounds heavier if you blast that. I got one more for you, maybe, Duck. I got one more, maybe. This band. It's one of my favorite bands that kind of nobody knows about. One of the best hidden gems. You'll know by this song whether or not you like them, by the way. Music, video games, TV shows. Yeah, we're all nerds, dude. That's all you need. Throw in maybe a girl. Yeah. Or a guy, whatever you're into. Music, video games, TV shows, anime, movies. Yeah, pretty much. I don't read as much as I should. I really only read nonfiction. I read like not self-improvement books, but like business books and yeah. You guys check any of the stuff I showed out. I hope you enjoy them. I mean, they're definitely. I don't even want to use the term heavy because you know what that implies. If you say a song's heavy, I mean they're not heavy, but I mean that's kind of a heavy song. I mean there's like a lot of like scream elements and Metalcore. I get down though. But I also will say this, Brian. I know you said you were a little bit older. I mess with some old school though, like some Motown too. I get down with some disco, dude. Like I'll listen to just straight up like 60s, 70s, like I don't care. My playlist makes no sense. Really. Really makes no sense. Back at yeah, Bleed the Sky. So here's what I have pulled up for you guys. I have all these tabs open. Bleed the Sky, Des Rocks, Neon Fields, Feed the Geese, and Baby Metal. I have all of them. I have all Google tabs. So this is what my Monday is gonna be. We're gonna see what I think of these bands. I know for a fact I'm gonna like Baby Metal probably because that was a contradictory statement because I like Kingslayer a lot, so I know what their brand's gonna be. And I do like K-pop type of stuff anyway, so like I know like it's probably weird to a lot of people, but I know that I like that weird type of stuff. Oh, and they have a song with Poppy. Like I like some of Poppy. Yeah. Fun fact, bro. I have never heard a song from Olivia Rodrigo. Never. Not one. I kind of just have I don't have like a hipster playlist, I don't think. It's just kind of like in between. Where you have like incredibly known and then you have completely unknown. Like most of my stuff's in the middle. Where it's like Bring Me the Horizon, for example. Like everybody you know might not know their stuff, but like they're still knowable. Like that's kind of another one's Emarosa. Like Emarosa, I love now too. I was weird though. When I was like younger, I used to listen to like the Chiodos and stuff. Kind of edgy. Papa Roach. Yeah. Let's see what else I have. The only genre I don't listen to a lot is country. And I don't even like when I went to the South, like I didn't mind it. I just don't listen to it a lot. It's just not really my vibe. But I do like some country. Like what's her name? Ella Langley. Like that is the catchiest album ever, man. This has been really fun though again. I'm glad I did this. I was like I did this like last second. Cause I'm gonna get off at like 9. Yeah, Motown is my shit. My family grew up like listening to Motown, like where some families had dad rock, mine did Motown. But I was like, I wanted to kill some time, and I'm like, I know it's the 4th of July. I gave no heads up. I was like, I might start doing like once I might start doing a live like twice a month, probably. Hair metal. And I am so bad with terms like this. Yeah, so like Motley Crue definitely. Yeah, like I like some of those bands. Like Bon Jovi. Yeah. Hey, I don't even want to like gas you guys up though. I think that's good. Like that's super cool to me. Hey, no problem, man. I'm gonna get off in a couple of minutes, anyways. I plan on doing this till 9, so I appreciate you as always stopping by, man. I hope you have a good holiday, a good night, and take it easy, man. Stay safe. I think it's super cool though to like a lot of different stuff. I know a lot of Hey, I'll see you in the next one, buddy. I'll see you in the next one. Just take care, man. I hope everything's okay. I think it's super cool, man. When people, okay. So last little story I'll share. So in the TV show 13 Reasons Why, the main character, I'm kind of like him, where I was never clicky. Like I played video games in high school, but I was also an athlete. So I grew up on the block with a bunch of the jocks. So I was friends with the jocks. I played games with the nerds, played sports. I really vibe with people who just do everything. Like I vibe with people who like they listen to K-pop Demon Hunters, then they listen to Screamo, and then they watch horror movies, but then they cry to The Notebook. Like I like when people do a lot of different stuff. That's just my brand. It's how I am off of YouTube as well. I just kind of do everything. I never have been like a box person. That's why to me, and maybe it's like a pride thing to some people. They don't want to be certain things, so they avoid like I have no issue. Like I have no issue being like I'm completely self-confident. That's why you can make the jokes you want. I can just watch K-pop Demon Hunters and just talk about it as a grown man. Like it means nothing to me at all. Like it's cool. I like when people branch out is what I'm trying to say. So it's cool to me. It's cool that both you guys, to be honest, just said all of that. Like really, like probably makes sense too why like Brian started off here so much. Is that he's probably you too. But yeah, cool. Since you're getting to go, $5 for your Trellos. Hey, thank you, dudes. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. By the way, hold up. Let me see something. Oh, this is great. This is great. Hold up. Glad you did this for numerous reasons. Hold up. So, did that pop up on the screen for you? But thank you so much, man. I appreciate the hell out of you. I have for a while. I say the same thing every time. Any of you guys who watch me for 30 seconds, you engage. It's awesome, man. It's why I still have fun doing this, man. It started as just like I wanted to kind of just do it anyways, but the community element of like these type of longer discussions are legitimately like most of the enjoyment. It's just fun. Yeah, take it easy, man. I hope you have a good night too, Brian. As always, thanks for stopping by. I've been having a lot of fun doing these lives. I kind of think they work a little bit better too. I don't think I have the thing necessary. I'm trying to put it on the screen, but I can't. Dang. Once again, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And hopefully you can stop by. I mean, more. I mean, I don't want to set up lives weekly like some people because then it kind of becomes jobby where it's like every Tuesday, like even if I have nothing to talk about. But I really need to do a better job kind of setting these up and saying like, you know, on Wednesday, on Saturday, I'm going to do it. Something. So give people a heads up because there was no heads up today at all. So I'm happy people showed up and have fun, you know? Yeah. Other than that, though, I am about to end this. I planned on being on until 9. I'm going out, taking a break from the absolute heat because I was melting. So anyone who stopped by, anybody who's still here, I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you so much, Duck. Hopefully we do this again soon. Share anything if you watch this through in the comments. Anybody just what you want to see on the channel. Do you want new releases? You want horror stuff? You want lists? Like anything. Like I'm open to talking about anything. I'll reply to comments about anything. You got questions about my music taste? You got questions? I don't care. As you've seen, like I will reply, give you the answers you want. So yeah, other than that, guys, though, I'm getting off. I'm going out. Happy 4th. Stay safe. As always, thanks for spending time here, and I'll see you guys next time I make a video. Take care. Peace.